Okay guys, what you want to do is you want to open up the layer mask 2, which is the corn. Open that up first. And layer mask 1, which is the zucchini. To both pictures, you want to use the cropping tool. Stop this one right here. So if that's not what you see, just make sure you press and hold. Click crop and then just drag this up to get rid of that stock bite stuff. And drag it all the way up for that zucchini here. Crop as much stuff out as I can here for the zucchini. And then just double click. And then you would do the same for the corn. Just get the stock bite stuff out of there. And then double click. Alright. Go on to the zucchini or the layer mask 1. And choose the selection tool or make sure you've cropped it. Okay. We want to use the magic wand here. So when you click on magic wand and click on the white, then so it selects all the white. So then you want to say select inverse, which will just select the zucchini. Copy it and click on your corn and paste it. Alright, what we want to do is we want to morph the zucchini and the corn together. So we want it to make it look like it's half zucchini, half corn. There's other pictures that you could use. There's the lemon and the orange. And again, I think that it's kind of like this where the zucchini, as you can see, once I click on the selection tool, is a little bit bigger than the corn. So what I'm going to want to do is first flip the zucchini. So under image, edit, transform, vertical flip, and then I'm going to want to rotate it and make it bigger. So when I would choose the free transform, I'm going to rotate it and then expand it. So basically you want the zucchini to be covering the corn, but you don't want it to cover it too much because we want it to look like they're the same size, like it's the same it's the same vegetable basically. Let me see here. So just kind of keep tweaking with yours until you get it right. Alright. So as of right now, if I start morphing it here, that's okay. You won't be able to see that, that part of the corn does not match that part of the zucchini. Okay, so once I'm there, let's double click, and now it's the same size. Again, I think if you choose to do the lemon and the lime and the orange, one of those you have to make a little bit bigger or smaller so that they're the same size, or, they're the same circular size so you could actually morph them. Alright, we're going to make a layer mask. It's kind of like the clipping mask when we did the scuba. So we're going to go to image, layer, and then choose layer mask, and you get all these different choices. Just choose reveal all. You'll notice over here that you can see your layer mask. Now, whatever you paint black, it's going to go away. Whatever you paint white, it will come back. So, and it's on this layer. So, I have a couple different options. In the book, they suggest using a gradient. So, if I click here on my gradient tool and choose this one, I want it to be right and left. But my colors here are black and black, so I would want to choose one of my colors to be white and one black. Alright, so again, whatever is colored white, it will come back. Whatever is colored black, it'll go away. So here's my gradient here, and then where there's gray, it'll kind of fade into one another. So I'm going to draw it across. It looks like right about in the middle. It would be great. So see how it kind of looks like that? think if I would, so I'll just do edit, undo. Think if I were to pull it all the way across, might look a little bit better. So now that I have that, if I'm like, no, I kind of like it, but I kind of like to mess with it. Let's say that I want it to start, kind of start this graying, this morphing a little bit closer to here. So then I would maybe move my gray in, my black, and not so much white. And then click OK. And then say edit, undo gradient. And now try it this way. I don't like that still. Oh, because I did too much black. That was my bad. I want it to be white more. Forgot about that. I keep getting that confused. The more black you have, whenever it's painted black, that means it goes away. Now if I do edit, undo gradient, draw it again. There, now it's looking a little bit better. So now I kind of like it here, but you see how you can see the zucchini here? What I could do is kind of move it down a little bit. I could go into my corn picture and maybe make my corn picture a little bit smaller too. So I can click on this layer, say edit, free transform. Maybe make my corn just a hair smaller. There. Okay, now click on my zucchini. So now, if I grab my paintbrush tool, now this is when you're going to want to mess with the size of your paintbrush. And remember, your paintbrush color is white. So right now, so if I paint it white, my zucchini is going to come back. I want the zucchini right over here to go away. So if there. Sorry, guys. Make sure that you're clicked on the layer mask. My bad. So, and then my brush is black. So now, whatever I have here will make the zucchini go away. Here's all that I screwed up there. Then what I would want to do, essentially, is click on my zucchini and move it down a little bit. And then maybe make my corn a little bit smaller as well. Easier to believe. Now, if you don't want to do the gradient, if you feel like the gradient is messing it up, just don't worry about it. You can just paint it, and then if you want it to fade it, you can use a gray brush. You can kind of choose a grayer brush, and it will morph it. There you go. All right, guys. Instead of gradient, you can also just put a layer mask, reveal all. Remember, you want to paint with black to make the zucchini go away. Just color all this white, it'll all go away. Obviously, you'd probably want a bigger brush than what I'm using here. Somehow I have that black. what you could also do is, kind of take a little bit of a smaller brush. You can kind of scallop the edge. So, it kind of looked like it was peeled back a little bit. Get rid of that one little spot. Or you can, like here I have a gray brush. So if I choose the gray brush color, and then I draw with it, you should kind of fade it. Obviously you don't want to do kind of like I did where start on the end. But if you fade it a little bit, and if you're like it's too much zucchini, then make it a little bit darker of a gray. If you see too much corn, you can make it a little bit whiter. So there's your other option too.